So we've got two fantastic experts. First, I'm so thrilled to introduce Courtney Wright. Courtney is the visionary behind LipRevolt, a socially conscious cosmetic company based in Atlanta, and she has a passion for empowering women and promoting activism. Courtney has grown LipRevolt into a brand recognized for its high quality products and its mission-driven approach. Hi, Courtney.
Hey, Brittany, you're such a ray of sunshine.
Oh,
Thank you for the introduction.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. And next we have Archie Clay III. Archie is the co-founder and CEO of WearBrims, which you can see on his sweatshirt right there. It is a luxury fedora hat company that is changing the way people perceive luxury accessories and hats within the fashion industry. He started the company in 2017 with his fraternity brother and longtime friend with the goal of spreading confidence and love throughout their designs and creativity. Archie, it's so wonderful to have you here.
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, so for our next question, I'd love to circle back to you, Courtney, and see like how, especially when you're, shopping online, how do you create like a customer experience that feels personalized and feels like there's community behind it when you have an e-commerce brand?
I think Archie hit the nail on the head when he said, don't be the stuck-up brand. Don't. Because going back to like wherever they find me, whether it's social media, hearing about me through somebody else, if they like ask a question on social media or something, I get back to them. Mm-hmm. If they send something like a DM on Instagram, someone on the team, myself or somebody else is going to respond. And then once you get to the actual site, I want you to feel represented. And I also show a little bit of myself on there, not much, because I still like to keep it super sleek and professional, but there's still that personal touch in there to make you feel like a part of it. And then even down to like my social impact, I let people vote about where they want the money to go. So once they make an order for LipRevolt, buy a lipstick, 10% of our shop orders go towards nonprofits that support women, LGBTQ rights, civil rights, human rights, etc. And so I actually let them vote on the particular nonprofit or group of nonprofits that they want to assist. And so I think that also gets a little bit more engagement for the checkout portion. But also when I first started, I would hand write thank you notes for every single person who shopped with me. And honestly, I think that kept a lot of people coming back because they saw that there's a person behind this business. It's not just, someone made this and you don't see them. No, like you will see who I am throughout my business. And I think just having engagement and letting them know that you appreciate their support, I think allows your customers to want to come back or to shop with you in the first place.
I was just looking at our email around just who our customers are. Who are our customers? What's the age of our customers? How have our open rates work with as far as email? What does our text message look like from a data standpoint? I think it all goes back to e-commerce and retail, right? So for example, if I have a conversation with Nordstrom's and they say, hey, what's some other opportunities you are interested in? I already know where my customers are, right? I already know where majority of my customers are buying from. So, right, especially as a hat company, of course it's cool to be e-commerce, but sometimes people want to see the product in person, right? So it may be our job to say, hey, we don't have a store in Chicago, but we have a lot of customers coming from Chicago that are purchasing online. We need to ensure that we have some type of presence there. It may be a community influencer. It may be some type of boutique store that we're there. It may be saying Nordstrom's, hey, can we get at least opportunity to be present at Nordstrom's? We have a Nordstrom's Chicago. We have a strong e-commerce presence there. We want to make sure that we're able to expand that, right? Even from, like I said, the survey, like, hey, our customers say, your shipping is just crazy. We got to pay attention to that. We may say, the customer may tell us, like one of the customers said, hey, the fit of the hat is just not how it used to be. We have to really pay attention to that, right? You got, okay, cool. Go to our manufacturer. Hey, manufacturer, we've been having issue with the fit of the hat. How can we fix it, right? They may recommend some things, right? And I think for us is always evolving the product. Like, we're only 6 years in, right? Nothing's perfect, right? There's so many tweaks and so many things that you can do to increase the quality of your product, but also increase the quality of your service, right? So you have to pay attention to what your customers are saying, and you got to remove the ego, because at the end of the day, the goal is to be $1 million company. The only way you be $1 million company is that you have to think like $1 million company. My fiance works in Chick-fil-A. They're always using data to make decisions. That's just what it is. They're not making decisions based off of just some willy-nilly stuff. Like, they're making decisions based off of surveys, KPIs, and so on and so forth, right? So you have to look at these things. You don't have to have 10, 20 KPIs like these bigger corporations, but at least have 5, right? Focus on those 5, which align back to data, which align back to sales. If you focus on that, you will see some type of increase in your sales, and you can be very intentional what that looks like.
I started in the heart of the pandemic, right? People are wearing masks, people aren't going anywhere. You're not going to go into a store and find my lipstick. So I had to really represent what the colors were online. And so the first thing I would talk about is your photos on your website. I have photos of my lipstick on about at least 5 different skin complexions, so that people, when you come to my site and you want to say, okay, is this lipstick going to work for me? You know exactly what it's going to look like. I don't want there to be any surprises, because then I'm just going to get returns. So I would say, number 1, having photos that people can actually judge your product off of. And they need to be professional. You don't want them to think, oh, is this a scam site? Am I going to get my stuff? No. You want them to say, okay, this is a very nice looking site. Oh, she has the photos of the lipsticks or the products. This model here looks kind of like she has my skin complexion. This lipstick is going to be the one for me. Right? And then, so in addition to just having really great photos, I would say the navigation of some websites, right? So this one was a hard one for me too, when I was thinking about the layout. So on my first page, you will find places where you can shop for my lipstick without navigating to any other page. But if you want more information and everything else, you can go to the shop, click the collection, find that lipstick, and get all of the information about the benefits, the ingredients. I sell a product that you put on your body. So you need to actually have a lot of the information in regards to what's in it. Someone may have an allergy. They need to know that type of information, the benefits that, is it moisturizing? I know my lipstick is extremely moisturizing. We have colors for a lot of different skin tones. We want all of that at the forefront, so that when someone is in between a decision of I'm going to buy or I'm going to click and go back to social media or somewhere else, that they click to buy. And so I would say that, and then going past that into the checkout process, you want it to be easy, because I remember getting a message, and like I said before, I thought my clientele was going to be some of the younger crowd. It's some of the older crowd. And sometimes my buttons that say shop with PayPal or anything else on the checkout confuse them. I'm not going to lie. And so I've had messages to where it's like, okay, am I able to put my credit card information into the checkout?
Oh, yes.
And so it was preventing that conversion, because people weren't sure exactly how to make the purchase on the site. And so those are the different things that you have to look at when it comes to just the overall user experience, because you don't want anything to stand between you and your business making that sale. You want to make it easy, you want it to be smooth, and you want them to come back. If they have a bad experience with any of that, they may not come back and make a purchase, or if they do make a purchase, it was such a hassle the first time, they may not come back. Right?
Yes.
And so then after that, you want to continue working with them to make a really good impression. So when they receive your product, what is it coming in? Does it look like quality? Does it feel like quality? I know whenever we send out our packages, everyone is like, we love your packaging. We love it so much. It's like just simple packaging, says LipRevolt, has our color on it. I'm all about the pink. All about the pink. So you unbox it and you just have such a great experience and they want to come back. So I would say best practice, keep it professional, have great photography, even if that means you have to take photos at home.
Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, Archie. And I hope you guys have a great day.
Thank you guys for having me.
Bye.
Have a good one.